color thing.
Hello and welcome back to the Captain's Quadrant. I'm Joe Dove. With me, of course, are the Jasons, Jason Roygaston, and VH's Jace, the old man yelling at Trek, and the man not yelling at Trek, and of course
Not
myself.
all of it, just most of it.
You make us sound like some kind of weird 1960s pop band. Like, ladies and gentlemen, the Jasons.
That works for me. That's a lot of fun, man.
And then one of us, then one of them yells the C word, and we're not allowed to do the soundtrack for Scooby-Doo anymore.
Oh no! Oh no! It was worth it. Well, we're here to talk about the brand new and amazing episode of Star Trek, Starfleet Academy.
Brand new. Wow.
Yeah, well, it's brand new. I guess you don't feel the rest of it, eh? Yeah, we're gonna say hello. We've got our friend Christopher, who's one of the winners from earlier, Starfleet Juvenile Detention. Okay, interesting. And of course, Patricia. Now, Patricia has a wrench on her name. That's because she is our brand new Klingon security officer. So if anything goes wrong, she's gonna boot their butts right out of the chat.
Thank you so much.
So we greatly appreciate
boot the defeclar with the Dishonored.
Yes.
I'm just glad she's controlling the chat and not the actual show. Otherwise, I'd be kicked off within, I would say, 30 seconds.
And of course, our other winner and our brand new patron, Task Force 17, Frontier Ops, and Leticia. Hi. Hello. Good day. We're very excited to dive into everything that's been going on.
Thank you all.
I am so excited to have everybody here.
As you should
I'm
be.
just stopping by. I got to get back to working website. Oh, okay. Well, we appreciate you stopping in. It's always fun to see you, and thanks again for being a Patreon.
Legend.
It means the world. They chose their Wormholes episode already, and we're going to be diving into the Orville, Jason and I. And you're more than welcome to join us if you like the Orville, Jace.
No, I don't want to have to spend any more extra time with you people.
Fair.
I might actually, because I actually really love the Orville, most of it.
Oh, wow. Oh, you having some DNS problems?
We're doing Should the Stars Appear, the one with Liam Neeson making the cameo.
Yeah. So that's the one. So you're going to be real excited. Next month, we're going to be doing that, as Jason just said. Task Force, if you're having some issues with that, you can always reach out to me. I happen to be a webmaster for several websites, so just hit me up. I'll be out there.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, since you're a patron, I'm more than willing to do that. All right, guys, are we ready? Let's talk about some
yes.
Do it.
Yes. All right, here we go.
Thanks.
All right, so we have been given an episode that kind of went on the old tearjerker path. It dove into a world of giving two shits about synthetics, and in a way kind of made you wonder, wait, the Doctor had a kid at some point? But that might be because of my lack of Voyager love, but you guys can talk about that. I thought that we've got some true wondrous moments in acting when it comes to the Doctor, and it was such a delight to see and hear Tilly return into the fray of Star Trek. I love Mary Weissman. She is so good as Tilly. She is so fun. The bubbly is so bubbled when she comes on appearance, and I've already been corrected, and it's only been 4 minutes. Okay, it's a new record for me. Hologram, not synthetics. Okay, but it's semantics, because it's still a type of, futuristic technology. And by the way, you're a wonderful person. It's so good to see you, Karen McLeod. It's still a type of technology that is way beyond what we're capable of here on Earth, and kind of could fall into the same thing all over all. Anyway, so yes, the world of the Star Trek Starfleet Academy episode we've got a return of one of Jace's favorite characters, and that's the Princess of Beta Z. And I'm very excited to hear about how he felt about her return. And but the amount of time that they spent on the holographic, okay, Karen, the holographic homeworld, I was kind of hoping that they would end up being like a evolved Borg, especially when they came upon the shuttle and it had this giant like opening. I was like, oh, this could be like a Borg cube that tilted, and maybe they're gonna find into. Of course, none of that happened. They were actually their own photonic whatever. So, all right. Well, I'm excited to see where we go. I think last week we went to Jason Gaston first. So let's go with VHS Jace.
You know, you really should probably have gone to Jason first because.
All right, let's go to Jason first. Let's go to Jason.
All right, here we go.
No,
wait, hold on. Yeah. Thank you, Karen.
It was a Borg cube too. No, I'd love to. There's a lot to talk about with this episode, and I believe Jason should have the opportunity first to express himself on this. So please, Jason, go ahead, sir.
All thought it was terrible. No, I loved this episode. I did. I will be the first one to admit that I have had some major problems with the direction of Starfleet Academy, but it just seems like with this episode, everything clicked into place. Like literally everything. It was beautifully shot. The lighting cues in it were outstanding. On Cask, whenever everyone was in black and white except for the makers. And the inside of poor Sam, whenever she was glitching out, you can see the blue on the inside of her. I thought that was just amazing. I actually am. I know this is hard to believe, but I am a theater nerd, and so I am familiar with Our Town. And whenever they selected it for the play, I just kind of thought, oh, I know where they're going with this. It's a play about community. And that's what we saw here was we see these characters finally build their own community full of supports and looking out for each other. I did not want to slap everyone in this episode, and that includes Remy, which is amazing.
Remy got no lines.
What's that?
Remy had no lines, right?
He had lines.
3.
He had lines. I'm actually kind of surprised how much I'm taking to Occam too, because he was kind of he was like the nerd character, but he's actually becoming like the most real cadet there because he just seems like a normal kid. He's not like some Adonis that walked off of a centerfold. He's just this guy. So I really appreciate that. Of course, Mary Wiseman, always wonderful to see her. I just feel like she's reached peak Tilly by this point, where she is Tilly, but she's not Tilly to the point where you're just like, how are you making it in Starfleet? I feel like she actually belongs there now, which is great. Seeing her and Jet Reno interact was wonderful. It made me nostalgic for Star Trek Discovery, and I'm just thinking, how am I nostalgic for Star Trek Discovery? It's only been off the air for like 2 years, and I'm just like, I really miss that show now. I do. I miss Discovery. I also miss Lower Decks and Prodigy Paramount. Bunch of cheap sons of. Anyway, moving on.
They're not cheap. They spent all their money buying Warner Brothers this morning.
Anyway, moving on. Sorry, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. The only upside of that is maybe we'll finally get that Scooby-Doo Star Trek crossover.
Unlikely.
I wrote fanfic for.
Yeah, they're not going to do that.
Could be Scooby-Doo meets Lower Decks. Could be.
No.
It could happen.
No.
It could totally happen.
Never going to happen.
Just let me have this, damn it. Just shut up and let me have this.
It's going to be Kirk everything.
Okay. I'm just going to wrap this up and just say I really enjoyed this episode. I would say it's probably, I would even say over the Benjamin Sisko episode, it's the strongest offering they've had all season.
Wow.
All the way around. It's the strongest they've had all season. I feel like the emotions were earned. I feel like the payoff was great. I feel like this is the show that Star Trek Academy has the potential to be if they would stop being so desperate to make it cool and hip for the youngsters. The youngsters will come if you give them these kind of stories.
Interesting. Quick question before you go, Jace. The B plot.
I'm not going anywhere, but okay.
No, Jace, you're Jason.
Oh.
Don't confuse them.
I'm called Jace too. My God.
Are they really?
That was my nickname growing up. I think I've told you that before, but you never listened to me.
Yeah. So did the B plot
And
the love interest B plot, the coupling of the Beta Z princess and Caleb pull any strings, or do you still?
well, there's a lot to talk about with this episode, including that. And it's just the reason I wanted Jason to go first is because I just wanted to be that dick. He's made this sumptuous meal, and I'm just gonna stand up on the table, crouch down, and just take a massive shit on his sumptuous meal. No, not necessarily. This is almost a good episode. This is almost a great episode. But to me, it's also very indicative, this episode, of being never quite complete. For me, they never get a full episode right. There are moments of brilliance, again, in this episode. In fact, that makes it 3 episodes in a row where I think the B plot is stronger than the A plot. Now, I think what you're asking me, Joe, is more about the A plot.
That's the A plot?
Yeah. Tarima is the A plot. Oh, sorry. Is that her name? No, hang on. Princess Who Gives a Shit is her name.
Did you just make her eyes?
I cannot confirm or deny the power of AI. Nevertheless, here's the issue. I still don't care about her. And she was the driving, that was the driving storyline for a lot of this, was around her. And it's just like, it just baffled me with her. She's unlikable. All of a sudden, everything's changed for her. In 2 episodes, everything's changed. And she can't adjust. So she annoyed me straight off the bat. I hated that storyline. I felt it was a bit too on the nose, the theatre episode. I thought it was kind of, all right, you knew exactly what. I don't know Our Town. Right? I don't know that as a play. We never performed it down here.
We don't read here.
No, we actually more likely to do proper literature. No, I'm sure Our Town is amazing. I don't know. Either way, I didn't know the play, but it was really telegraphed what it was doing. We're going to sort our own feelings through the text that we're going to perform. That was pretty well.
That was literally what they said Tilly was being brought in for.
Yeah.
Literally what they said.
But it was pretty well. Did they say that exact before she turned up? Well,
yes.
If that's the case, I didn't hear it the first time. In my mind, I made that assumption pretty quickly. Tilly was great. I will say Tilly was great. To a point, she did come off a little bit smug bitch for me at times. Like, she kind of got a bit overconfident, just touches of smug bitchness. But overall, it's great to see her.
You haven't met that many teachers, have you? Because we're all like that. We are all like that.
I know one, and that is true. I do know one, and I can confirm you are right.
Yes.
Look, honestly, the strongest part of this, and I think is untouchable, is the Sam Doctor storyline. I mean, this is where the brilliance comes in. Not only in Robert Picardo's performance, like if this guy's not nominated for some sort of award for that performance, because it broke me emotionally. Not only the idea and the concept of what he does and the sacrifice he makes, and not only the visuals, but just him. Like, to me, the strongest character arc was his character arc in this episode. Seeing him face off and Joe, I'm shocked that you don't remember. I don't remember the names of the episodes, but I bloody absolutely remember the 2 episodes they are referencing from Voyager. And that hooked me in emotionally as well. And something I am going to applaud this show for. They've done that a couple of times now. Been really great how they've integrated referencing past events and integrating it into the with Cisco now, and I think with the Doctor. So I have nothing good things to say about that. But the problem is the rest of it just didn't resonate with me. Like, I didn't resonate with them performing Our Town. Not really. I honestly was bored through a lot of it. And what frustrated me again was the dialogue. The dialogue continues to be simplified. I don't know what can I say. It just felt again another episode in a row where we've had kind of nothing really happening. Now I'm not expecting big explosions and all that, but it just doesn't feel like it's moving forward. And that's the problem I felt like I had with the last episode too. The show doesn't seem to be moving forward. This feels very stagnant.
Is that because we don't have Paul Giamatti and the overall arc that we're?
We can't have that every episode, and I understand what they're doing here. We're going to get him 3 times in the season. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't feel anything. I think because we're so focused on character emotion. Like, again, this show is so to the brim emotions. It's about dealing with emotions for every character and different ways of genre storytelling. But yeah, I don't know. I just felt to be bogged down a bit for me.
See, I have to completely disagree with the dialogue being simplified here. Another thing that I really enjoyed with this episode was that there was very little attempt to contemporize the dialogue. They were not saying yo and dude and things like that. You know, the things that 35-year-old, the 35 and 40-year-olds thinking, oh, this will speak to the 18-year-old demographic out there. So I actually thought the dialogue was a lot better in this episode than it has been, and I will tell you exactly why. Because I feel you, my friend. I feel you. Why you're feeling as frustrated as you are. It's because last week's episode was unnecessary. If they would have gone from the Miyazaki episode straight to this one, I think that your and our experience would be completely different.
I will agree that I do have a bias that has been formed from the show based on my experience from the previous episodes. So it is a fair statement, and if I was to be really honest with that, I am guarded going into these episodes. And you're right. The problem is we had such a powerful episode 6, to get that, to have the slowdown in the next episode is absolutely understandable. But at this point, knowing that we've only got 2 more episodes left.
You think we're going to get like an all-out war type of thing going on?
Oh, I'm sure it probably will be.
I'm sure there will be one pretty spectacular one. I'm still expecting by the end of the season, there will be one more episode I'll watch and go, oh, that was amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah. And I think my frustration is it's almost great television at times.
Oh, look at that.
The last 3 episodes, the B plots have been the strongest ones, where we've had just knockout performances.
This is our clip this week, Joe. Notes to myself.
Oh, no. You don't want to make it still sucks, all right? Put that on the clip. Put that on the clip. Yeah, look, I look, at the end of the day, when I watched the episode, I put it in the chat, guys, straight away. I said, I feel like they specifically made this episode for Jason.
Mm-hmm.
In many ways, it was made
I'm totally cool with that. I am super cool with that. Make more episodes for me.
It's probably Sean.
Yeah, I really don't like the characters a lot. I really am starting to dislike Caleb, and I can't even fingerprint why I don't like the dude. Because he seems to be the sum of a lot of experiences with him.
I will tell you, I can tell you why that you don't like Caleb. I know exactly why. It's because he's Dal from Prodigy. Except unlike Dal, his progress is slow and every bit of his progress is unearned. Whereas Dal, whenever he first showed up, I was like, I hate the main character of this show. I remember saying that. I hate the main character of this show. But through every adventure and learning experience, he grew and he evolved, and every iota of movement in his character was completely earned and believable. I'm not seeing that with Caleb. It's almost like he's doing all of his growth off screen. And I think that's why he is somewhat unlikable at this point.
I think he's the weakest character out of all of them.
Damn, really?
I do. I will say
even Tarima?
She's not really a main character.
Okay, I guess that's fair.
She's Princess who gives a shit. All right. Come on, this storyline with her this week, it is a bit like, so what the fuck's really going on? Hang on, you had a traumatic experience. You've been fitted with this thing. and now everything's changed. It's just like for her, time has moved a lot differently than the rest of us, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because she seems to be, the way they pitched the storyline with her is like, she's been away for 6 months, but it's been like 3-4 weeks, right? Since it happened.
Right.
A month? Wasn't it a month?
It's a month. It's a month. Yeah.
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 So
Yeah,
it's like,
I don't know. I kind of like how they took this perfect idealized character and this perfect idealized, early 20s romance and just rubbed its face in the mud this episode. I've enjoyed what they've done with that. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Tarima either, but I do think that this is the most real she's ever been written. And I think that seeing Caleb and Tarima go through a rough patch it's refreshing for this relationship. Now, am I saying, I like their relationship? Go on. Anyway. No, I'm just saying that I'm still not a fan of this relationship, but it's good to see the relationship get more realistic and them hit some bumps. Are they ever going to bounce back from this? Probably not. And I kind of hope they don't. I just kind of hope that they don't get back together, to be honest. I hope that it is over with them. It's probably not, but I wouldn't mind it. I will say though, I still think that Tarima is going to be the bad guy next season.
What?
I think she's going to do her little mind scream again, and it's going to break her, and she's going to be like the evil telepath next season.
Good. If that means we're one step closer for her getting shot in the fucking head, then that's good.
God damn, jeez.
She's got to go. Now, hang on a minute. For the character, why did they even really kick her out of the War College? I still don't even understand why they really booted her. A justifiable reason enough to do someone who's just come out of coma. If you're so in touch with your students' fucking feelings, making such a dramatic change for them, how at all was that a smart decision?
Well, she needed to be closer to science and medical because of her condition, and the War College couldn't provide that. That was the justification that they gave.
So you can't just sit behind a console at a War College?
Nope.
No, it's not called console college. It's called War College.
I don't know. I don't know how many times in Star Trek I've seen these dudes jump out of the ship, start attacking. Except for Data, he did that.
Data, yeah. But
he flew out of the ship.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about
it. We will at some point.
Yes. No, we won't.
No, look, honestly, I really dislike what they've done with that character. I feel like there's two love triangles going on in this show. Right?
Yeah,
I think there's
Caleb and Genesis.
A love triangle between Caleb, Tarima, and Genesis.
Yeah.
And I must say, I am starting to not hate her as much as I used to. She's slowly, I don't like her yet, but she's becoming tolerable. So
I like her.
She's on my top.
So I think we got that love triangle, and I also believe it's Kyle, it's Jaden, it's Doreen. That's the other love triangle.
Oh, that we've got a
space
triangle,
sexy space Reggie.
We are forgetting the most important revelation in this episode, the thing that we earned, and that is that Klingons do have 4 testicles.
Yes.
What?
It is confirmed. It is the quadratesticles of their fathers.
Yeah, quadratesticles.
Yeah. So I mean, he had the full handful up. So I mean, yeah. So it is confirmed. They have a set of 2 and a set of 4.
Wow.
I've had a few people online really defending Kyle. Fuck you, Kyle. I don't like you.
I don't.
You come off as this nice guy, but I can see behind that just a little smarmy son of a bitch. I bet you he cheats on Jaden. I bet.
Oh.
What? There is nothing wrong with Kyle. Kyle's
fuck
sweetheart. Kyle. No, he's fine. He's just. I don't think he's going to live. I think he's.
So you're anti the Doreen Jaden relationship potential.
I'm pretty much anti Raimi anything. But no, I that's another character I don't think is going to make it through the season. As I think
Space Reggie, you're telling me Space Reggie?
Kyle. I'm saying Kyle is not going to make it.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying if you're a supporting character, you're not going to make it. And there's another one that I think we're about to lose, and this will probably surprise you, but not whenever you hear my my justification.
Who?
I think we're getting ready to lose Laura Thok.
Oh,
Because every single interview I've seen with this year is just her complaining about the makeup.
Yep.
And she has
16
not
hours.
been. She has not been in what 2-3 episodes in a row.
Yeah.
It's giving me Himmer vibes right now.
Yeah.
Like, here's this character. You're gonna love this character, and now we're gonna kill the character.
They take it from Game of Thrones.
I had a moment in this episode where I thought I almost got off my chair going, "Fucking do it, do it, do it!" And because my favorite character, but just the bold concept of actually killing Sam.
That would have been crazy.
Like, there was the evil part of me going, holy shit, you could change the game here completely by doing this.
I would have rioted.
I'm glad they did it because I loved it, but that would have been a ballsy move, right?
I love Carice Brooks. I love Sam, and I will fight you to protect them. I will absolutely fight.
It's just the evil part of me going, now that is bold territory.
So that's like 90% of you then, the evil part?
They wanted her to die in that. Yeah. 100%.
I was shocked. Like when
I'm not telling you I'm an angel. No, of course I love Sam. And the storyline is perfect. Sam. But like, when a show like this, if you want to win people back, start knocking
killing everybody off. Fuck them all. I agree with Jason. I think Laura Thok and Kyle are not long for this show.
Fuck you, Kyle.
I think it's gonna be in a messed up way, Space Reggie. I can't remember his name now because you said Space Reggie, so that's stuck in my head.
No, it's Sexy Space Reggie now.
Sexy Space Reggie, yeah. So Sexy Space Reggie is going to be responsible for the death of Kyle. And I think when that happens, Jaden's going to have a whole new perspective. And it's
Kyle's dead. I guess you just got me, Jaden.
Oh, Jaden, sorry about that. But he's dead, so you want to go suck on these? No.
I gotta stop real quick because I actually found out that I have been mispronouncing Kareem's name this entire time. I thought it was Kareem Diane. It's actually Kareem Diane.
Oh,
so I am sorry. No, it's just he's got the accent over the E, and I heard him say it on Instagram the other day, and I thought, oh, I've been saying his name wrong the entire time. So I wanted to formally correct and apologize for that mistake.
Good on you, man. Good on you, because I'll butcher everybody's name.
I also want.
Yeah, you've been calling him Paul. You've been calling him Paul Giamatti this whole time. I just haven't corrected you. Yes, you have.
Giamatti.
Yeah. It's Giamatti. Yeah. I've been calling him Giamatti.
Oh, dear Lord.
Good Lord.
Now Jason said before, I wanted to mention this because he mentioned before about how good it looks. I was shocked you said that because, yes, I do agree there was a couple of shots that were quite nice, although a bit on the nose with the single spotlight at the end of the episode.
Yeah, you had mentioned it.
It was Our Town. They were doing Our Town.
I've never seen it. I just thought, ooh. But anyway.
Gross.
You know what kind of bugged me about this show much? It's like San Francisco seems to have the worst weather anywhere.
Ever. Yeah, because even the sun finally came out.
Hey,
can we have a shot of them walking the gardens on a sunny day? Like they used to? We got that shit in the 90s. Why can't we have it again?
You can't. Have you ever been to San Francisco? You can't have
My cousin lives there, so I haven't been there.
It's like,
but in the future, that place is supposed to be, gorgeous.
Weather, regardless.
Yeah,
I think there should be a new Boothby. Oh, how's this for an idea? A hologram version of a young Boothby. So you'd have to recast. You get away with recasting.
It would just make him sexy. That's it. It would just make him sexy.
So what's wrong with sexy Boothby? At least we got Boothby.
Sexy Boothby
hiding behind the bushes, looking up like a sexy, creepy predator kind of thing.
Oh my God!
Nice young one.
You bet. You've been stepping on my petunias, girl.
What you mentioned about the spotlight scene, I did stand out. I did see the play, so I got the call back to that. But I thought it was interesting that you mentioned it on your show that everybody should check out. And I'm going to plug you. How's that? The Old Man Yells at Star Trek. You go watch that on the Jason Roy Gaston channel.
I do apologize for the audio quality on this.
That's all good. You don't have to apologize now. They'll hear it on their own. But
I begged him to fix it, and he wouldn't do it.
Right.
No, he
Borderline
actually
harassment.
contacted me earlier today. Do you think we should fix the audio? I was like, I don't care.
No, it's not what I said. What I said is
It's not.
fucking Joe's got into my head.
Yeah.
And now I think I'm going to go
an
back and
audio
change
guy,
it.
man.
Well,
And then
that
I
was-
sent a message to Joe, and this is true. And I
This
said,
is true.
you fucking loved that, didn't you? You loved it. You saw the opportunity to go, you fucked up. And
That's how I did it.
I did.
He-
I did help because I love you. You
He
guys are
sent
like
me
my
a
brother.
voice message, and he was crying. He's like, Joe's
Yeah.
really at my feelings, man. I try so hard, and I can just never get his approval.
It's
That's not
true.
true.
It's true. It's
No, it isn't.
absolutely-
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. But no, that was a good one because I actually got to finally watch it after I watched the episode. So I was like, oh, okay, I hear what he's getting out of here. I understand that completely. But
yeah, and the idea of that is I literally, as soon as the episode finished, I go walk straight in here and record it. Don't take any notes, nothing. It's just me ranting for 10 minutes. It's kind of like you guys witnessing, I don't know, like just rage kind of.
emanating from the internet. Yeah.
Capturing that, you know. Nah, it's not all rage. There's some wonderful stuff. I would say it's my this and the Cisco episode are probably pretty even in regards to like
Levels of would you
stuff that I did love how powerful it was because so yeah, I think they almost nailed a perfect pilot. I really do.
the pilot was phenomenal, and that's because it was a
really. So I still think that's number one.
09 movie. Yeah.
This is episode 8, right?
Correct. We only got 2 more.
So three episodes out of 8, I think, are great, and the rest of them are just they range from bad to blah. So I don't know. Maybe the last 2 will be great, and then we can have like a 50-50 split for season 1. Because I want to like this show. I really do. I think that all the building blocks are there. I think that it is just that close to doing something great with itself if it will just get out of its own way.
I just think there's a mismanagement of storylines
Yep.
and time. Like, because like at the end of the day, whether I didn't like the storylines or not, you are really slowing things down quite a lot. It's very obvious to anybody that, okay, they spent a lot on this episode now, and the next 3 episodes are going to be in our existing set. You know, and you can see a lot of this show, a lot of this season is shot in that open air atrium area.
Beautiful atrium.
It is.
I mean, it is.
Spent a lot of money on that.
Yeah, like, they spent a lot of money.
Crazy.
And,
I want to know something. Whenever the doctor was recording his personal log, it's the first time I've really ever looked at that staircase.
Yeah, it's a pretty.
And I spent forever trying to figure out how that works. I'm just looking at it like, wait a minute. And then
it's just kind of
then but then I figured out the steps are like held in place up there, and I don't know. Now I'm wondering, is there some kind of effects that's taking out some supports or something? Because those stairs are sick. If you really look at them, they are a sick design.
That's a
we'll ask him on the final episode when he returns.
I think he stripped down and ran through the sets at one point.
Yeah.
Which I would totally do too.
He slid on the fleet, but he rubbed up his body with oil and went.
Is the show not connecting with people like myself is because there are several episodes that seem to lead nowhere, that meander in its own, and it's by design. It's not like it's not by design. They're clearly trying to do this.
I think it's because
they're struggling narratively to want to be connected with the show because they're doing so much of it.
No, I think they're trying to do the character building in each episode, and I think that kind of teetered off a main story. And we're so used to like this character arc building throughout a larger arc of a series because Discovery had kind of put you in that, and even some to a point extent, Strange New Worlds. You've got your everyday one singular episode, but in overall in the background is the Gorn, or for Discovery, the Breen. There's always been something in the background, and that usually comes to the forepart at some point in time in the episode in the delegation of each week. But in this one, it's kind of like, okay, so Paul Giamatti, right? Paul Giamatti, right? He's your big bad, okay? Paul Giamatti screwed Captain Aki, and yeah, for sure, Holly Hunter's character. Though she didn't really say much, but 1 second. I'm almost done. I promise. It's not going to be like my allergies. I think that we've gotten used to a type of storytelling where we've only got 10 episodes. Let's get the overall arc in, and then we don't really do filler episodes. We'll just hopefully you'll love these characters as we go. Go ahead, Jace.
One of the major flaws is having thought they had to have a big bad in this. I think it's one of the massive structural problems that they had. I'm not saying I didn't want Paul Giamatti, but having that villain we're going to chase down, that he's going to be the end of that story of the season, I think for a show like this should be far more open. It feels like I kind of wish this show was more anthology-like within its characters. And I don't think we're getting a lot of that. I feel like they're wasting real estate because we are dealing with trauma, right? This episode and last week's episode is dealing with the trauma of Mizaki, right?
Right.
For different characters. And that's a lot of real estate. It's a lot of real estate you used up for that. And you imagine that time we could have had episodes where we even had 3 characters with their own separate plot lines and it all kind of interweaving, coming back together. These people are capable of writing stories like this. And I just feel like getting bogged down into seems to be like 1 character every week that we're really focusing on. This week it was 2. I don't know, man. It's just wasted time. If we had 20 episodes, who cares about this episode? Not for me this week, but it's okay. There'll be something for me next week. And because they spend so much around emotion, I just miss nifty little science fiction story. Give me a strange fungi growing out of control somewhere in the ship. Give me
they did that
a nebula.
They did do that already.
Yeah, they did do that. Yeah, give me a nebula that I don't know that eats octopus. I don't know. Like
that's oddly specific.
Super. Do you not like octopus?
So just give me just a very simple steal a plot from goddamn Next Generation or Deep Space Nine and just repurpose it at that point. But just give us I don't mind if there's a couple emotional episodes a season.
No, there's no cat here.
Okay. Move along.
What is going on?
Anyway, I'm just going to be bitching and moaning about the fact that
little kitty
got on my desk.
All right, so Jason mentioned Jason Gaston mentioned a good point that imagine if the big bad is none other than Tarima.
I'm just thinking she's gonna be the big bad next season, or she's gonna die along with Kyle and Laura Fox. I hope she comments on here and she comments something about how you hurt her and it makes you feel bad.
She's Australian. She don't care. She can take a joke.
Well, then she'll knock on your door. Just
imagine.
Is ugly Santa living here?
Screw you,
tell him to come to the door right now. I've got something to give him. Tell him it's Princess Who Gives a Shit.
I'm finding it highly offensive that you're assuming how that would go down. It'd be very simple. We would lock eyes and she'd go, "Oi, fat cunt, fuck off." That's how it would go down.
And you'd go,
That's a very short conversation.
Yes,
that's very accurate.
And
but the C word being used
spider
in
would
a loving
scurry
way.
into the house after you, like, Daddy, no.
Hey, can I tell you a true story? This actually happened in front of my
Is
house.
it a Huntsman spider story?
This is, hey, Mr. Allergy, you just sit tight and listen to this.
No, it's scared the shit out of me, man. I don't have nightmares tonight. I'm calling you.
Out the front of our house, right? We've got a couple of big pop plants.
Sounds terrifying.
And I noticed this spider, right? And he's about big. It's a redback spider, right?
Ooh.
Most
what the fuck is
venomous
that?
spiders on the planet.
Oh,
yeah,
great.
It's like a Black Widow on steroids.
Yeah, Black Widow on steroids. You will die, right? They will kill you.
What's wrong with your country?
So I kill one. Then I noticed the second one.
Oh, no.
Then I noticed the third one.
Is that when you moved?
There were 6 of these giant in regards to people from Australia know exactly what I'm talking about. 6 of them in the front of it. And I spent
the people from Australia watching.
I put a bigger hole in the ozone layer with as much insect spray as I had. Killed all of them. And then, we were close to torching the house.
I would. I
but
just
somehow that's
moved.
very normal. But it's weird because you think about it, you go, at any time, if I'd stepped the wrong way walking in and out of my house, I could have gotten bitten. I was that close,
Yeah,
or
that
maybe
could-
that close from dying.
So instead, you fed them
turning into a
pesticides, and you're
superhero.
going to make the next generation even stronger.
Yeah, well, that's
aren't you the guy who took out
that's my kid's problem, all right? That's
when they get this house,
Get him, princess who gives a shit. Come, let's get him.
That's how the huntsman started. They started as really tiny spiders, and we kept spraying them. Now they're those big beasts that you always see videos on. But they're friendly. They're nice. They're like, it's like every house has a Chewbacca with a huntsman spider. They kind of growl, but they're pretty friendly.
I would love to have a house spider, a big house puppy on the walls. I just
why
love
are they
that.
so big?
I don't know. It's Australia, mate. What do you think?
They eat snakes?
Yes.
Yes.
There's a video of one of them eating a possum.
Yeah.
Why did I Google it?
I don't know.
You're not
But
sleeping
it's a
tonight.
reality.
I am not sleeping tonight. Chase, you're
You're
getting
you're gonna be trying to sleep while you're gonna hear it from the corner. It's like, hey mate, you sleep. I'm
you know
just watching
what?
you, mate. It's okay. You just sleep. I'll watch you. I'll make sure nothing gets you. See, I would love to have a little friendly house spider in my house the size of a football.
You haven't become an Australian until you've had one crawl over you. I think it's like, and everybody does. Everybody has a close interaction with a spider. It's how you react to it.
I'm sorry. I'm just picturing a big tough Australian out in the outback, just going, well, one time I wrestled 3 dingoes and a kangaroo all at once, and a huntsman crawls across his arm, and he goes, and then I.
It might happen. It's generally like, oh, get the fuck off me, will you? Anyway, back to it.
Right.
It's very dismissive at this point. Not much really gets us squealing anymore.
I wouldn't think, yeah.
Except for bad Star Trek. That certainly gets
I
brought it back. I brought it back, people.
You brought it back. Well done. Well done. All right. So,
I forgot the chat room was a thing. Okay, let's do this.
I
yeah,
still can't believe I said the C word on the show. I'm thrilled.
it's okay. Don't worry. I have GoDaddy support open.
Right.
Nah, you don't need them. Just give me a call. I'll be better. He does mine. Yes, I do Leticia's website. Okay, see you later. Have fun. Yes, the holographics thing. Welcome, everyone.
Holographics are not synthetics, by the way. Synthetics are built. Holograms are turned on.
They're both programmed. It's programmed.
Well, then you're programmed by chemicals.
But yes.
And so you are a synthetic.
No, I'm a.
No.
No. It's different.
Yeah.
It's different. I'm not computer programmed. You don't need a computer to make a Joe. You need a daddy Joe and a mommy Joe, and then you need a little, But anyway.
What a great reminder of the fact that you actually teach children.
Yeah, right.
It's great.
I did the same thing whenever they're asking me questions. Excuse me, can you tell me how to do?
Oh my goodness. And speaking of our wonderful security officer, we have Chief of Security going, welcome everyone. Please hit the like button and subscribe to an amazing podcast. Thank you.
She's a sweetheart. I love her.
Yeah, she's so good at this. That's why she's getting a free Captain's Quadrant mug. Title of episode 8 should have been titled The Life of Fans Scares. Oy vey.
Scars. Oh my gosh.
What?
Scars.
Fan scars.
Yes. I thought that was a Borg cube too. Thank you. I appreciate that.
It was a Terrasect. It was a fourth dimensional hypercube.
Yeah, that's why it seemed very Borg-like.
Yes, disco.
Yes, disco.
I have a strange relationship with that show. It's a show that I mostly did not like, except I will stand by the last 2 seasons. They really stuck the landing, that show.
They sure did.
You could actually put that up with a lot of shows that really struggled to finish off their show. You could put up Discovery going, man, kind of got it right here.
Yeah.
I wanted to see a scene with Tilly in that classroom with Jaden up there talking, and she just kind of leans over and goes, what kind of alien is he? That's a Klingon.
That would have been great.
That's a Klingon?
That's what we call a love that one. Yeah, I was
I'll
screaming.
develop hemorrhoids from that.
I wanted to just shout out our Patreon, HollyMac77795. She numbered up her numbers. But if you want to become a patron, all you have to do is scan the QR code right above my head. And like Holly, like Jaden, like Joannis, like Ames, like Joseph Burrito, and Denise Hill, you can become a patron for
And
only
a partridge in a pear tree.
There's a litany of brand new, and I'm going to say hi to all of you guys, brand new followers over on Patreon, and we greatly appreciate you following us. Just remember, $2.99, you can put yourself on the wheel of agony with your own Star Trek episode, and you will get some of these amazing new stickers. The new ones,
you literally can pay more money to spend more time with these people.
Yeah, it'll be cool. If you become a Paragon, you get
whether you should, but you can.
But you can. You get these wonderful, cool stickers. They're on their way.
Hey, they look good.
They look amazing.
Came from?
Because it's me.
It's because yeah, you can get those stickers at any level. If you're a Paragon, you can get all three. But if you're a first level, which is a conspirator, you get the pick of the litter, which is either myself, Jason Roy Gaston, or VHS Chase. But just so you know,
correct choice.
Just so you know, because Jason's has already all of our patrons, Jason's has been the most requested. No offense to you, Jason, and myself.
Of course.
But just so you know, when you're a Paragon and you make that selection, I and VHS Chases are both in foil. So I just want to let you let that sink in. That you
they
get
had to handicap my sticker.
I question any of you buying a sticker of me. I question your state of mind. I question your financial responsibility. There's a lot of questions. Keep buying Jason. Like, don't buy me.
But yeah, if you become a patron at that level,
just give me stuff. Like,
you just tell me which one you want. $2.99 and Paragon Up, which is $5.99, $4.99, $14.99.
So let's be honest. They'd be silly to do anything less than the top tier.
That's true because you get a mug with it. Yeah,
correct. You get the mug. The mug's worth it. Good quality mug.
Yeah. So Holly's getting her mug. She's getting the Cosmic Mom mug. You get to choose your mug too, which is amazing. So she's getting the Cosmic Mom mug, and then Joannis is getting the Agony Booth. So I'm waiting to see what Jaden wants. So there's a lot of fun, a lot of wonderful things happening over there. So I just wanted to mention that since Holly was our Patreon. And for Karen, this episode was meh.
I thought you were talking about the stuff that you were getting for Patreon. It's like, it's all meh.
no.
Except for the Jason Roy Gaston sticker, everything else is meh.
It was meh for me. She's talking about the Jason Roy Gaston sticker, yeah.
Don't be a dick was said. Yes, it was. That's true.
It was, but it was still minimal.
And
you know, honestly, good advice.
I can't begrudge you, Jason, for loving this episode because, like I said, it's made for you. But
yeah, Team Kyle,
Jason. Team Kyle. Fuck Kyle. Fuck you, Kyle. My Figure Universe, this started on the chat earlier on Instagram because he's all Team Kyle. Because he's blonde and blue-eyed, right? It's all about the Aryan look, right? So, no Kyle was just...
My Figure Universe, are you blonde and blue-eyed?
How do you trust people that are that nice? You're not supposed to. He's flawed. And because we can't see his flaw, two things that happen. He's going to become a villain, or like Jason said earlier, he's going to die.
I agree with the he going to die part for sure. Yeah. Or more diplomatic missions trying to rebuild the Federation. Yeah, I really liked that second episode. That part was like, oh, they're kind of doing a reunification. So I dig that aspect of the show, is trying to build the Federation back together.
Referring to Discovery or...
No. This show.
Talking about the
second episode was them getting Betazoids back.
Yeah, where they got the Betazoids on the show and then got the Betazoids completely wrong the entire time. That one.
Okay. And Sarah McLeod, our security officer, agrees with you. Diplomatic missions would be excellent. Charlotte's Web are the pig in Australia. Oh, Charlotte's Web ate the pig in Australia, in the Australian version.
But it still wrote some pig in the some pig.
Hey man, our pigs are pretty tough in Australia too. They could.
Jesus.
If you ever want to see how strong our pigs are, check out a movie called Razorback. It is literally Jaws about a big killer pig, and it's amazing. made by the director who made Highlander. Believe it or not, it was the film he made before
Ooh.
Highlander.
I believe it.
But it's excellent. It's so much fun.
Thankfully today, most of the pigs in Australia are too busy fighting the Ninja Turtles.
Oh my God, are your turtles massive too?
No, our turtles are pretty normal size, I think.
How do they survive?
Well, they got those shells. Like even a
The
croc's
shells
gonna
are-
go,
oh shit!
yeah, like it's not worth the effort. There's not much that's gonna, like the dingo ain't gonna go and attack a turtle.
Jim ain't come out of his shell in 18 years. Is he still alive or is he dead? I don't know. I'd have to get out of my shell to check on him, and I ain't going to.
Any wildlife that thrives in Australia is essentially tough, right?
Yeah.
You don't survive in Australia. You don't exist unless you got your shit figured out, and animals have got their shit figured out.
What about the koala?
It's got
sacrifices have to be. They're like the Klingons. They don't talk about what happened. All right, they're just born with chlamydia. Sorry,
yeah.
They don't really talk about what happened.
Same thing with the Klingons, but at least they got the quadritesticles.
Oh boy. My figure says, if you want me to actually correct all the corrections, I will. They are not holograms, they are photonics. And even Sam corrects people of this. Oh God, everybody wants me to.
Sam is amazing.
Sam is amazing.
Sam is wonderful. I love Carice. I want the show to be all about her. And you want to know why? I figured out why I love her so much. It's not only the fact that the actress has got charisma like exploding out of every orifice.
She really does, yeah.
It's because she wants to be there.
Yeah.
That's it. It just seems like every character on Star Trek these days don't want to be where they're at.
No,
and she's
so
just like,
true.
I want to be here. And I'm just like, yes.
And she has the same thing as Data. She has this noble quest.
She does, yeah.
This overarching like Data's quest to become more human. She just wants to understand, wants to learn.
Yeah.
And emissary.
Wants to be human, yeah. And she's the emissary. So that's
Yep. Holly Mac says, I wanted my username to have double digits that are my usual, but YouTube decided otherwise. I guess there's a lot of Holly Macs on there.
Boo, YouTube.
Fully on you, YouTube.
Evil YouTube.
Says, Russell McKay. Yes, that's his
100%.
name.
They're great.
Yes.
We went on to make Highlander and Highlander 2, which always really?
Yeah.
But he did a great film I love with Denzel Washington called Ricochet with John Lithgow as well.
Yeah.
It was a good
fun movie. Very stylistic. He's a great stylistic director.
I want you to say photonics the proper way, right? Photonics?
Photonics.
Yeah, photonics. There you go. It's just I'm reading these fast.
Yeah,
we don't talk about Highlander 2.
Pahatics
2. One thing I'll say about Highlander 2, I really loved the bad guy. Michael Ironside is really, really good as a bad guy. He was hamming that up.
He was contractually be obliged to be the villain in every movie.
Except for Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
For sure. Guys, I heard you doing some stuff over on your channels.
Good segue. Over at the Jason Roy Gaston channel.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, check that out. Yeah, we got some stuff this week. We started a new show and we've been talking about it for a month. And I think finally it's going to premiere this Sunday.
This Saturday.
Got my dates wrong. Supernatural. It's our first time watch of the pilot. That's really exciting. That's a fun show. Please come along and support that. But in the world of Star Trek, we're dealing with stuff over in the Jason Roy Gaston too. For the much maligned, and I don't care, I will fight you about this. The much maligned Star Trek V, The Final Frontier.
Are you guys doing the laugh track version?
No, we're doing the regular.
All right. Also, we've got another brand new show, which is like me and Jason, we're having a blast doing this. Come by, watch this new show. We think it's a lot of fun. Even if you're not a big Master Universe fan, the new Power of J School show this week, Jason's taking us to some quality He-Man for the Adventures of He-Man. And yes, that's the name of the title of the episode. Glashnot Smashnot. That's the
Glass Nose Smash Notes.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Oh, my gosh. Can nobody...
It is a fun show. It's a fun show. It really is. Also, Jason's got probably one of the most controversial episodes coming out. I had nothing to do with this. I refused to be part of this. But Jason was brave enough to do this, and I can't wait to watch this. I like
how you're one of the stars, Jason. That's very clever.
I do that
Even
on
his
every
character in the
thumbnail
car-
show.
yeah.
You would know that if
I
you watch
do.
the
I'm
show.
just saying, like just fits in. Like instead of just being in the background somewhere, you're like,
But look at his expression. Like
yeah, it's like
the
I should be
expression
here.
is this problematic. Like even his
It
Mhm.
is.
like, ooh.
It is super problematic, but at the same time, I do give it its proper dues.
Mm. Also, guys, if
bad.
you
It is bad.
it's proper dues. It's duly terrible. Guys, if you are enjoying and have enjoyed the A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, we have finally finished our final review of the season where Night Daddy has come on into the Seven Kingdoms.
No spoilers.
Yeah,
I
no
haven't
spoilers.
seen this yet, you jerk.
Well, I didn't say anything, but this guy's coming to the
Night
show.
Daddy, great. Now I'm going to be thinking about that while I'm watching it.
Yeah,
Thinking,
You
like,
should,
Daddy's
because
gonna
this
show
guy
up here
is
any
a
minute.
daddy.
And if
He
it's
is.
not
He's
Pedro Pascal,
got
I'm gonna
all
be
the
really
riz
upset.
anyway.
God, you
He's got
just
all the
wanted to
riz,
ruin it for
and people
everybody.
love him. It is very exciting.
Whatever. I'm
It
so
is
angry with
great.
you right now.
Over on the 2BC channel, it's the number 2 BESCENE. It is a great time.
And Bingo
I'm doing
was
that with
his name.
retired trucker. His name is Lionel Baratheon, and he's been on the show since the beginning. If you ever watched a single episode, you would understand that, but obviously you haven't. But you will, and once you do, you'll love it. And then you come back to 2BC to check it out because it's amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, I have enjoyed every moment with my friends, the Jasons. It has been so much fun.
I am here under protest now.
This plugging section gets so competitive now, right? It's just so competitive. Just like, watch my night. No, fuck you. Watch my show.
People are still watching. We got 12 people watching, man. Woo, howling back. Yeah. It makes it great. Highlander 2 Renegade version is the best version of Highlander 2.
Hey.
Wow, Holly.
I don't think I've ever seen the Renegade version.
Oh, you haven't seen it? It's so much better. There's still aliens, though.
Bullshit, you've not seen it, Joe.
No, I have. I have the tin. I'm a Highlander freak. I have the tin version somewhere. I thought I had it in this room because we were talking
about.
There's
a Highlander 10.
Yeah, there's a tin. It's like a box version. You get like 3 of the different versions.
There's a box set of 10 Highlander movies.
Yes. Yeah. It's great. You should watch them. Did you ever see the director's cut of Highlander? It's not that great,
yes,
but the Renegade version is a lot better. The Argentina one's kind of not so great because they went and did the.
I haven't seen the Renegade.
You should watch the Renegade one. It's a lot of fun. And then Highlander 3. Anybody? Highlander 3, My Figure Universe, Holly, Jason's.
Oh, this is where it's falling off the cliff. Highlander 3.
I liked Highlander 3.
I saw.
Of course you did, Joe.
I never watched.
Of course you did.
Just because I like Nemesis.
Yes.
Signed by Brent Spiner.
I had to watch that. It's true story, Joe. You know this.
I know.
I watched it twice the other day.
In one day.
And not willingly. Not willingly. I watched it one time willingly. And then because I'm married and I actually like the woman as well, she was upset that I'd watched it and wanted to watch it again. So I watched it again.
And then when you watched it, what did you say?
This sucks so badly.
No.
This makes Starfleet Academy look good. It's ass.
My favorite
I'm
part
not
of that
going to
whole
review
movie.
in front of Jason.
Oh, okay. I can't wait.
All I'm going to say is my favorite part of that whole movie is whenever Riker and Worf and all the guys go down to the very bottom deck of the Enterprise to fight the Remans, and Riker gets into a fight with Ron Perlman, and you can't even tell it's Ron Perlman underneath the makeup, and then he punches Ron Perlman, and Ron Perlman falls down a bottomless pit at the bottom of the Enterprise where there's no more ship. That's my favorite part of the whole movie.
Yeah. Like, I have a problem with how Riker behaved in that scene, but you'll be able to check that out eventually over on the VHS file only at the Jason Roy Gaston channel.
I think about 2 months from now. Yeah.
2 months or just
2 months from now. Yeah.
That's why they've got to become a member, right, Jace? Because
That's
they get exclusive access to that content early.
Yes,
it's like becoming a Patreon at the Captain's Quadrant because you get early access to this video as well.
Except we don't give out garbage that's in our junk drawer, though.
You're in the garbage that's in the junk drawer. Oh yeah, we're supposed to give away stuff. You ready for that?
No, not at all. I did not prepare at all for this.
Oh well, next week
I haven't. We'll have to do it next week. Do a double one next week.
We'll do a double one, so there'll be 2 for 1. And next week we're getting the illustrious Finn bobblehead. So make sure the Funko Pop of Finn. Yes, that's to celebrate our what do you call it? The other thing. Wormholes. Yes,
Yay.
wormholes.
Yay.
the other show that Jason Roy Gaston is also the host of. That's on this channel. It's so good.
The Angry Sock with Teeth episode.
Yeah, the wet sock, no less.
The Wet Sock with Teeth episode. Yeah.
So be sure to go over to our. That's already out. So you can
Why
go
are they
and-
wearing suits in the sewer?
That bothered me, and you know what's funny? Like I'm doing the clip for tomorrow, and I'm literally going, "Why is he going in the sewer in that nice suit?" But yeah, so make sure you go check that out. And yeah, that's going to be 2 prizes next week. So you get the fin, and you're going to get something else, and then the finale, you get the amazing Yoda clock. You're not going to want to miss it. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you all next week. And patrons, thank you so much. Live long and prosper.